if you would want to put the whole thing on the blockchain, if you would want to decentralize the whole thing, that is like the famous Vitalik phrase that is like, we're putting Uber out of a job and allowing people to connect directly with their taxi drivers. So yeah, what are the main challenges right now, and which stage are you guys at that you want to? I mean, we can take it from there, and then I'll ask you, how do you plan on making this a mainstream thing?
Totally. We're in no rush, so we can go through the questions one by one. But what I would say is, when Airbnb began, people don't remember how crazy the idea was. People don't remember how many missteps they made in order to become a giant. We just know Airbnb as the first of a kind home sharing platform, and that's glorious.
What
But in the
happened
beginning,
first? What happened first? Couch surfing on Airbnb?
they straight up wanted to make some side money and thought, well, people might want to rent out floor space or extra rooms. It wasn't a sophisticated operation they were imagining. They were thinking the everyman could lend out property to another everyman, and somehow it's going to work out well, and somehow there's going to be no disputes, and people are going to be happy. Um, Airbnb learned some lessons. They definitely went through some pivots because they were proving a new business model, proving a very disruptive piece of tech. With Dtravel, it's similar. We sort of know that the use case of home sharing is proven, but what we're trying to do is run home sharing in a platform that is truly decentralized. And decentralized simply means power is with the people, voting and control that belongs to the users, and the value created within the platform, the economic value of the network, that is to be shared with the people themselves in the platform. So you can imagine how great it would be if hosts and Airbnb were able to benefit off the entire network value they generate. These hardworking people were able to take more than give. If these people were able to make decisions about their own policies, maybe even down to the local level, saying, here are the fees we believe are fair, here are the ways we want to run things in our unique locality. And of course, Dtravel's bet is, as opposed to an Airbnb, which sits in a very swanky central San Francisco office, where they have dog treats and company meetings held at bars and pool tables in the rec room, and everybody gets a gym membership paid for, as opposed to a central firm where you need to foot the bill for a lot of overhead and help these people go IPO, and then try to get the central shareholders to be nice to you. As opposed to that model, it's probably better to work with a Dtravel model, which says everybody's their own boss, instead of shareholders being enriched by extracting from all the users who really generate value. Let's have every user considered a stakeholder, every user considered a controller and a respected member of the community.
I mean, one thing that I've always found very interesting is that the actual application of this kind of thing is, let's take the example of someone wanted to run a decentralized Facebook, right? So your real challenge is not on creating decentralized Facebook, it's on policing the decentralized Facebook in order for people to not take advantage of it, to not have collusion in it in case there's rewards, to try and become whales and control the whole thing. So how does the token economy play out in your version of what a decentralized Airbnb would look like?
Totally. So first off, in order to host properties on Dtravel, you have to have Dtravel tokens, which we call TRVL. So that's the mechanism by which we know people who host are also people who hold the tokens, are also people who are stakeholders in the ecosystem. And as such, they get to benefit from very cool things. Like if you pay for travel with tokens, then you get massive discounts for operating with the in-network token economy. If you have tokens, then as the network increases in value, you can sort of imagine what kind of value the tokens would increase in. And also you can use the tokens to host. So whereas we're not going to be severely limiting the supply, so it's prohibitive to hosts, it's going to work sort of like taxi driver medallions. So if you have the tokens, it gives you the right to call yourself a member of the platform and to start hosting properties. Besides the way the token economy works, in the TRVL sense, we have NFTs that we're planning to launch. And these NFTs, non-fungible tokens, are going to be VIP memberships. So usually we're used to getting VIP memberships in the form of airline frequent flyer codes that we got to copy paste when we do bookings, or these little cards that we get. And there's too many. I have too many. I don't know why they still use physical cards. But what we're trying to do is have an NFT that you get, which signifies your access to certain things, your entitlement to receive certain benefits. And this can, for example, look like a per month drawing for NFT holders, so that you can win a luxury watch, or you can have a luxury yacht rented for a day, or you can get private air flights. You can get a lot of things that are extremely high-end travel experiences because you're part of this VIP network. And every month we do multiple drops. And something cool I should say is we're in contact with not a few celebrities. We're in contact with multiple celebrities. And one idea I personally have, this is not even the company strategy. One idea I have is I think it'd be very cool to help celebrities list their second homes and their interesting properties on Dtravel, and have the celebrities participate as members of this economy, members of this network, learn about Dtravel.
You cannot say celebrities and not name names. Come on.
I know. But wouldn't it be cool if, this is not a real name I'm naming, but wouldn't it be cool if you can get your friends into Mayweather's second house somewhere along a beach, and then pay with tokens, get a fat discount, then using your NFT, get notified that you just won a free yacht ride and you just book one next door? Great.
Yeah, for sure. But let's get gossipy here. Who do you have listed in there?
Well, okay. How about this? You have an audience. I want that audience to love Dtravel. Maybe we vote. Let's do this in the decentralized way. They all tell me. Your audience will tell me, I want this person, that person, and I'll make it my job to get that person in. I'll make it my job to get them as a host. Who do you like, Taylor Swift? I don't know.
That's extremely specific, but I happen to be a big Taylor Swift fan, so yeah.
Good music, yeah. I feel like Taylor Swift is one of those things like men are not allowed to like, because if you say it, then they're like, "Why do you like Taylor Swift?"
Yeah. My ex-girlfriend was really ashamed of me saying I like Taylor Swift in public.
No more, because I was watching an interview of this Navy fighter jet pilot, and it turns out this bulky guy, fighter jet pilot, listens to Taylor Swift when he fights.
Really? When he fights?
Yeah. So he's just flying around Taylor Swift, going on in the
That's beautiful. We need that music video made.